guys, today we have another Project Pan update and let's get right into it. I start with the empties. Finally, Demaquillage Dramatic Skin Sensor Base Primer is gone. It was literally this much last time and it went for another 2 weeks on. This just kept on going. I'm quite sad to see this one go though, but it just got really old. I had it I think 2 or 3 years. Really good primer. I'm not much of a primer girl considering I have so many primers. I really need to stop buying them, but I really like this one. It's really good for your oily T-zone. It really kept the oil at bay. This one was the Sailor Moon special edition. Another reason I'm really sad to see it go, because it just looks pretty as well. But yeah, really nice. I think they're quite expensive though. I can't remember really, it's such a long time ago, but I think I paid over £30 for this one. So yeah, I would be careful because if it's not something you like, it's a lot of money to spend. But I personally really like this one, and if I ever would have only one primer to have in my collection, I think it would be actually this one. So really like this one, but it's empty now. Then Tommy the Girl, empty. Where were we last time? Last time we were down here. Now it's empty. There you go. Took me 1, 2, 3, 4 months to empty it. Well, yeah, I would say actually 4 months, because this is a bit less, and on the top the bottle gets quite narrow, so I can't say 5 months. So 4 months to empty a, how much was this? 50ml bottle of perfume. Yeah, like this one. Then I also emptied, I don't know if I actually put these in my Project Pan, but I emptied the balm from Pat McGrath. Was one of the minis. I tackled lots of her minis at the moment because I'm just like, okay, let me just tackle a lot of the minis to have quick wins to get rid of some of my lipsticks. Really like the balm, even digged in because I like the balm so much. I got this in a mini pack, and I like the mini pack because you can try out a thing, because even though it's a really nice balm, these balms, when you buy the full size, they're super expensive. I wouldn't really necessarily repurchase it for that reason, because it is a really nice balm, but for a balm I find it a bit too expensive. But that was the clear balm. I liked it very much. Then I also have to give up now on the Elizabeth Arden Anchors Away. This was a cream eyeshadow. I used it a lot in the end, but it dried out. I tried to refresh a little bit, but it doesn't do anything anymore. There you go. It's just so dry now. It doesn't do anything anymore. I did really like this color though, and I'm glad I used it so much to get at least some usage out of it. I think I would say I'd at least used up over half of it. Excuse the mess in there. It's just because I really tried to refresh it. So I stirred it around a bit. But yeah, it's a really nice color and I really like it, but I have similar ones. But I would repurchase this one, I guess, if my collection would be smaller, because once you have such a type of eyeshadow, you have to use them up quite quickly. And also, I think I only bought this one last year in TK Maxx, but you don't know how old the products already are in TK Maxx. So that puts me kind of off buying makeup in TK Maxx, even if it's unused, because it is quite old, and I think this really made it dry out even quicker. And also because I used it a lot, and of course, as more as you open it up, the quicker it will dry out. Then I also used up the ColourPop Twitter Painted Super Shock Shadow. This one got really dry in the end as well, and super crumbly. I used it as a topper over the other one. Really like this one. But yeah, I'm quite surprised I actually finished that one. It went really fast in the end. I guess it's because it was quite dry and crumbly, and then I guess you lose some bits anyway automatically. But yeah, done, gone. And then the last empty, this one I just can't sharpen anymore. This is from Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Stay in Place eyeshadow pencil. It just got so dried out as well that it would, I can't even open the lid. It would literally, it was really weird to try to sharpen it, and it just crumbled off. So I think it just dried out. This one was actually one I marked, and I used up a lot last month, and then this month, if you would go like this, I would say I nearly used up the same amount again, but I literally just can't sharpen it anymore. So it's a bit of a bummer. The problem is why I can't sharpen it anymore, by the way, is the bottom bit here, this plastic bit, turns. So I need to grab it on the wooden bit trying to sharpen it, but the sharpener is so deep, I can't twist it anymore. My fingers just slip off. So yeah, that's gone. Then this one, this is a repressed one, so ignore the case. This is my blush and my highlighter. I repressed them. I hit pan on both of them. Quite big pan even on the blush. Much better to pick up now that I repressed it, but I think this blush didn't like the repressing this time. I think I repressed it too often, and every time you put alcohol in it, it changed the formula, of course. This one I repressed, I think, already at least 5-6 times now, so it gets really crumbly now, so I have to be very careful when I pick it up. The highlighter on the other side only got repressed the second time, survived the repressing really well. It's super good in the pan. It picks up really nicely. It's quite good, but this one I have to be really careful now, also when I put it down. But yeah, no new pan yet, but I had pan on them. I just had to repress them. Then I started to use another primer, which I had in Project Pan before. This one was the Bare Minerals Good Hydrations. So this one had another whole week of usage. So this one I used for 3 weeks and burnt down from here to here. So I'm guessing next month it will be empty, but I'm happy because I just have too many primers and good going with that one. Then my foundation, we were up here last time, we're down here now. Excuse the bottle, of course it's not the watermelon pink glow juice watermelon hydrating whatever moisturizer. This one was a mix of the Pat McGrath and the Perricone foundation, and it wears really well on me. I really like it. It's at the moment a really good match for me. I really enjoy wearing it. I think the usage is actually quite quick because I use a sponge at the moment. I find a sponge just works best with this mix, and I feel with sponge you always use a bit more foundation than if you would use a brush. But if it goes on like this, I would finish it next month, which would mean it took me 3 months to empty 2 whole foundations, which is a bit quick in my opinion, but I guess it's because of the sponge usage. But yeah, happy with the progress. Then I also added this one back in as a I don't know, really makeup setting spray. It's more like a refreshing spray. And last time I used it for months, I had really small goings. This one has a super duper fine mister. Absolutely love it. Actually, let me spray it. I don't know if you can see much on camera, but this is literally the mister. It's amazing. Super fine. This time I had lots of usage. I used it every single day, and I used it even most of the days several times a day because it was super hot here. And this one is just a nice hydrating mist. Every now and then I would go upstairs again and just spray it again in my face, which is why we have such a big usage. And considering that I used it several times a day, every single day, I'm quite surprised I only used that much up. But I guess it's because the mister is so fine. So we should have another good 3 months out of that one, which makes me happy though, because I do really like it and I will continue using it really heavily over summertime because it's just really nice. Then powder wise, I added my Project Pan, this one, the Juno and Co one. I took the net out because that really annoyed me. So it's literally just like the open, let me be careful, the open powder. It's quite a nice mattifying powder, and I filled some of it into this one because this one is just really nice to use it as a container with a brush on there. But what I ended up in the end, because at the beginning of the month I went into my collection to just look at a few different things, and I pulled this one out and I just used this one most of the months now. So this is the loose powder from, what's the brand called? Christian Breton. So I did mark it though. I started using it up at the beginning of the month and we were here, and now we are down here. And this one is quite a good match for summertime because this one is a bit lighter, the Juno one. So I might save this one because I'm now not so pale anymore like when I added this one. This one is a bit of a better match now. And Project Pan, of course, yes, you want to use up product, but you also should use products which you actually can use up and make sense to enjoy them. And this one I enjoy at the moment to use up. And yeah, happy going. And if we're going like this, maybe another month of usage, maybe a bit more than a month, but I like it. It goes really well with the foundation at the moment as well I use, so I will continue using it. My mascara is still going. This is a mini size from Bobbi Brown, the Smoky Eye Mascara. Really like it, but I don't think I have to add another mascara yet into the Project Pan, but this one is quite nice and I hope it will last another month. Then now bronzer. So bronzer I started to use 3-4 months ago, the really big one from Kiko Milano. And this is the Summer 2.0 bronzer, baked bronzer, number 2 Mediterranean tan. This one is a huge size. It's literally 20 grams. And I used it half of the months, but then I actually swapped it out with another one. I really like this one, don't get me wrong. This is one of my all-time fave bronzers. It's just really nice. Sorry, it was a bit of powder. I really like it. But the reason why I swapped it out is I dropped my Claudia Schiffer one and I had to repress it. I repressed it, but the problem is once you repress certain products, you can see here already a little bit of cracking. I'm a bit worried that this one just doesn't survive to stay too much longer on my collection, so I started using it, and it's quite a good match at the moment as well. And there we go. Just a really nice light powder bronzer. It blends out really, really nicely, and this one was quite expensive, so I just want to use this one up before it's getting completely bad, or falls again and breaks up again. So that's why this one goes out of the collection and this one goes in of the collection. Then I also started, because I used up the Tommy the Girl perfume, I started to use this one, and within 1.5 weeks of using it, I went already down. It's quite a small size only. I think it's 10 ml, or is it 15 ml? Does it say? This one is the same. It's a 10 ml size. So I will not mark it. I mean, it was full. We're down here now. It will be definitely empty before the end of next month. So I also add this one in then. So this is the Sea Salt and Frisia perfume. This is also from Marks and Spencer's. Both of them are from Marks and Spencer's, by the way. This one was in the Christmas Advent calendar, and this one was in the summer bag. So I will use these two up this month, and let's see how we're going, because I'm running quite low on perfumes. I only have one perfume left, and also something like a perfume. It's more like a hair perfume called Show. And this one, I will also, it's meant to be a hair perfume, but the problem is when you use this, you can't use really another perfume because it's quite sweet smelling. So I would add this instead of a perfume, maybe in a project pan. Let's see how it goes. I might start using it already. And a new eyeliner I will also add in. I started using this one already. This is from Ciate, the Wonder Wand Gel Kohl Liner. So there's not too much left, because at the end is a brush. It's so the pencil only is this much left. I used it already after the other one didn't want to do it anymore. So we see how we go with this one. I think, to be honest, if I use this one every single day, I probably could use it up within a month. So let's see. You probably realized last month I didn't really mention lip products. If you have seen one of my other videos, I did a huge lip product recap and declutter. Well, I decluttered a few, but at the time I put like in a trial pile a lot of lip products. You will see in my empties, I also decluttered a few more since then. But these are, I don't really want to put them in the project pan as such, but I have a collection of lip products I'm having out on the vanity at the moment, which I use, and I mix them all up, mix and match a bit on a daily basis. This one I think will turn funky soon. It's from Yves Saint Laurent. It's Tatouage Couture Matte Stain, and it starts to smell a little bit funky. So I will use it a few more times and see how it goes, but I think this has to be chucked soon. Then I tackle the next Pat McGrath lip balm, but this one, even though it's a balm, it's actually, it's actually super pigmented. And it looks really, it doesn't look like it on the hand swatch, but it's super dark on my lips. So I usually mix it up together with this one. This is from Givenchy, and this one is super duper pink. Again, on the swatch, it doesn't look as pink maybe, but on the lips it's quite pink. But these two together mixed up are actually quite nice. This one was literally completely unused when I started using it this month. I haven't only used it like a handful of times, and now we're already down like this. So it was like this, and now it's down like this. There's still way to go though if you look at it. So, but it's just like lots of different lip products I'm tackling at the moment. Every now and then, when I don't want to do the whole combination of different ones, I just throw this one on. This one is from Burberry number 529 English Rose. The Burberry one annoys me a bit because the color is super nice, but when I bought it, it was out like this and you couldn't pull it back any further. So when you put the lid on, you sometimes would catch it in the lid, and it's just annoying. Now, because I used it quite a few times, it's nearly going down, which is good. And then the packaging is just so big if you think about it, because how much lipstick is left? This is how much lipstick is left. So look at this massive packaging. It's just that kind of annoys me. As nice as the packaging looks, but it's also a bit bulky. So I'm just keen on using this one up as well. And also it's getting a bit old. And then for days where I do not want really anything, just balm, I started to use this one. Sometimes this one I save a little bit. This is one of my favorites. I really like this one. And also this one from Clarins, the Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. This one I actually really like. It smells like vanilla. It's one of these things where it comes out of, push, what comes through the sponge. There we go. And then you just put it on. It's pretty much, you need to be careful with this one. It's a balm, but it has a bit of pigmentation in there. And if you're not careful enough, it can look a bit like concealer lips. So you need to go a bit lightly with this one. And this one's just a lip balm from M&S, from the Beauty Advent Calendar. But I thought I mentioned this. Sorry if the video is too long, because I did mention lip products a long time in my project pan, purely because I'm tackling a lot of them at the same time. And I don't want to measure all of them, because I just have a feel-good box of lip products on my vanity, which I want to use. And that's about it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!